Fight here on the choke. We've gotten through it.
What is up? Hello, hello. Welcome to the Coach's Corner. Welcome back. Get a couple of people in chat already. Awesome. Good to see you guys. Good to see you. It's 2 o'clock. Well, a little after 2:06. A little bit after that. Well, how's it going? Got a couple things happening today, so we'll get right to it. It's been a really busy past week for sure. I turn myself. I'm a little loud today, I guess. Yeah, I got a lot going on this week, so really good stuff. So we'll kick it right off. Get you guys an update on what's been happening with ECU Tiger Esports, and then we actually have a junior varsity Overwatch practice happening. So I put it to them. We're either going to change their practice time so that I could be there right at 2 when it's supposed to start, or we're going to change the Coach's Corner a little bit in timing. So just keep an eye out for that. We might change some things around just to better accommodate both groups. And honestly, the Coach's Corner was supposed to be more of just like a quick update type thing. So I may still do that. And I can honestly pre-record some of this stuff. So I may do that too. But yeah, how y'all doing? Got a couple people there. My favorite time on Tuesday. Me too. That's the other thing too. I was talking to my wife today about it, and it's like I look forward to this a lot. It's a lot of fun. But I think the most fun is when we're playing something together or like, students are involved. It's a lot more fun. So yeah. Yep. Good stuff. Who's in chat today? See Big Bowler. He's one of our Overwatch GAV guys. Gonna give them a shout out here in a little bit. Cool audio. What's up, man? It's been a minute. I don't think I've seen you on here in a little bit. It's good to see you. Let's talk performance. Let's talk what's been happening with the teams. I'm gonna share my screen just for a second. Oof. I don't know what is. I don't. I don't even know what's happening. There it is. Okay, I'm with it now. Okay, so I've been really having to explain this to a lot of people lately, and it's been kind of interesting to have to explain so much, but it's all good. I think one of the fun things I've been thinking about a lot, I'll just ramble for just a minute while I'm fixing something, but one of the things that's interesting to me is the comparison of esports to traditional sports. So, for instance, and I was thinking of this on lunch, I am an esports director, okay? Well, there also is an athletic director, but my odd vision for the future is that you'd have a T sports director and an esports director. You have a traditional sports director, and then you have an esports director. And that's kind of what'll happen. You'll have both different units operating independently of each other. And it's kind of an interesting concept, especially with how much volume we're doing. It's a lot. I can't be at every practice. I can't be at every, I have to be at every game at this point. So I try to at minimum do that. I try to at least be here. And Friday was a great example. There were 3 different games going on at the same time. I had Super Smash Brothers playing in one lab. I had Overwatch Junior Varsity playing in one lab, and then Overwatch Varsity playing in a different lab. So those are 3 different sports having matches at the same time. So you can imagine just the logistics behind that is tough as it is. But then you throw in the whole wrench of, oh yeah, I'm asking them to practice 10 hours a week. I have 5 teams right now. That's 50 hours a week of just practice time. So it's definitely a lot, and I really I need some help for sure. So that's going to be my summer project, is to figure that out, figure out how to make that work, and see what we do to get some more support. But for now, we will continue on, and things are going well. I will say that's my first thing. People ask me, how is esports going? It's going very well. It's going well for a lot of reasons. There's some things that are, of course, not everything in my life that is fun. Not everything in my life with esports is fun. Let me put it to you that way. And that's like one thing I always try to tell people is like, yeah, I love my job. Like, it's super fun. It's really interesting. I look forward to it every day. A little bit too much. My wife's kind of had to get onto me a bit about, being plugged in too much. Why am I checking Discord at 10 o'clock at night? That kind of stuff. But at the same time, it's a lot of fun for me. But there are a lot of things I don't like about it. So don't buffalo yourself thinking it's all rainbows and magical unicorns. It's not. But when people ask me, how is esports going? I say it's going very well. It's going really well for a lot of reasons. But some of it is just the performance of the teams. So I again, just want to update you on where the teams are at, kind of give you a quick skinny on it. So we have League of Legends. They are competing nationally. So in their national league, they are 4-0. They've won all 4 of their matches. So they're undefeated going into the midway point of the season. So they play again tonight. And so they're looking to keep their undefeated record going strong. And I can tell you, from the people that have been watching our streams and the people who have been keeping up with what we're doing, they consistently say that the League of Legends is the most fun to watch. It's the one that's the most interesting to them. And also, honestly, the team is they're just doing a really good job. I gave them major kudos. And so today I'm going to try to make sure I steal about 5 minutes of their time just to give them kudos about how much that I see them practicing. It is from my perspective, they are practicing the most as a team. And so one of the things I found out last week is not only are these guys practicing here during the week, but they play, and they practice here during the week. They also play 2 games throughout the week. They play one on Tuesday and one on Thursday. So they're playing 2 competitive matches a week, but for me by default. Well, then I found out that they're also playing like somebody had a good. They said they were exhibition matches. It was the right term. They're playing in the League of Legends Clash, which is a season and tournament and competition platform built within Riot Games that they are using too. So not only are they playing in the leagues that we have at the collegiate level, they're also playing in Clash, and so but it's evident in what they're doing. The other thing that's really interesting about the League of Legends team in particular is the structure of it. If ever again in my life I can replicate this structure, I would in a heartbeat because it works really really well. In League of Legends, it's interesting because you have a lot of it's a lot of chess. It's a lot of very slow strategic gameplay of like positioning and being in the right place at the right time and all that good stuff. Um, and so you have to have shot callers. If you think of basketball, you have the point guard. They're the one that is calling the shots generally. You might have some input from other players, but generally you have one main shot caller. Well, the League of Legends team, they have three. But what's interesting and why, and you see them here, they're getting a nice team kill right on camera here. Right. I mean, they're just positioned perfectly for that team fight, and they're trying to get Dragon, and yeah, it's super, super good. It's interesting in why I would want to replicate this is because they have a shot caller, and they don't call it that. They have a different term for it, but they have a shot caller for the three parts of the game that are the most impactful and important. The first one is in the back scenes, in the behind the scenes, in the beginning of all of these matches. If you watch these streams, and I would encourage you guys, these are like really really fun ones to watch. They're very exciting. They're super fun. But they have a draft where they have to pick their champions. They have to pick who they're playing, what they're doing, and there's a whole strategy in that alone. It's a huge monumental task of picking the right champions for the situation. And they often will say that a League of Legends match in the competitive level is usually decided and favored based on how the draft goes because it's that impactful. So they have a shot caller for the draft, Connor, and he's in the background. You'll see him on stream, and he'll be on stream like helping talk you through what's happening and being the play caller. But he does the draft, like that's his specialty is knowing the counters and balances for that and the team composition. Then you have Jesse, so Tinfoil Hat Man. He's playing Zach in this particular match, and the jungle character, the jungle player in particular, is a critical piece of the team because they're calling the in the game plays that are happening real time, and they're dictating the flow of a lot of the fighting in the game. A lot of the combat in the League of Legends game is dictated by the jungler because they're the ones that are generally initiating most of the fights. They're the ones starting the majority of the fights. So you have to have somebody really strong in that position to be able to call those shots correctly. And Jesse just happened. He's amazing at that. Like he gets a lot of praise for his jungle ability and like how good he is at these characters. But the other hidden side of what he's doing is he's being a great shot caller and really orchestrating and communicating to his team when they're supposed to be doing things. Then the third leg of this stool, it's a three-legged stool, is the mid laner. And Brecken is the official captain of the team. He does all of the structure and organization. He organizes the practices. He makes sure to check in for the games. He's running day-to-day operations for the team. But in the game, the mid laner is what determines the flow of the game as far as the gold and minions and all of that stuff. So it's a super interesting combination of three really unique pieces that are filling very important roles within the team. And it's evident in their performance. I mean, they're just killing it. I mean, they're just doing a really good job. And it seems effortlessly at times. I know it's not because I'm here and I'm watching them struggle and like figure it out, but at the same time they're doing a lot of the good stuff and a lot of the right things to make it happen. So huge kudos to League of Legends, and they'll be on tonight. So League of Legends plays tonight at I believe 7. They were talking about doing a schedule swap a little bit later. I haven't seen it confirmed yet, so if it's confirmed we'll post it, but they should be playing tonight, so just keep an eye on the stream tonight. They'll be playing sometime right after 7. They'll be playing against, who do they play tonight? Hang on, please hold. They play New Mexico State University tonight. So be back here sometime later today, and we'll be on with League of Legends. League of Legends also plays Thursday, so the plan would be to do an update on how they did Tuesday on the Coaches Corner, and then they do play Thursday evening as well in the Great American Conference, which is awesome. And yeah, so this Thursday they play against Harding University. So they're 4-0 in their national league. They are 2-0 in their regional league. So in the Great American Conference. So we play Harding on Thursday, and so we will check in and watch that match Thursday evening. Moving on into Overwatch, another kudos, another really big shout out. A couple shout outs for these guys in particular. They're undefeated. They are 4-0. They've not lost a single match so far this season. Doing really well. They beat Rogers State University, which Rogers State is up in Claremore, Oklahoma. They are another regional university. They're not in our regional bracket, but they are considered a D2 regional university, and they're in Claremore, Oklahoma. Fun fact about me, I graduated from Verdigris High School. It's just to show you where that spit of earth is. Let's go to Verdigris, Oklahoma. So I grew up in Orange County, California, and I lived in Orange County until I was a freshman in high school. I finished my freshman year at El Medina High School in Orange, and then moved. My family relocated to Owasso, Oklahoma. So Owasso is where my dad currently lives and where my family's at from my dad's side. My sisters live up there. I went to Verdigris High School, though, and graduated from Verdigris High School. So really small school. Owasso, if you know, they're a massive high school system. They graduate 600 plus a year. They graduate more from Owasso High School sometimes than ECU does graduate. Like it's pretty intense. Verdigris, though, is like I graduated with 32 people. So went from big school to really, really tiny micro school. And Rogers State is up here in Claremore. So I actually thought I was going to go to Rogers State University for the long time. I did not. I came here. So fun fact. There you go. So that's who we beat. We beat Rogers State University. And again, this team is practicing a lot. I see a lot of good practice. This team is the most structured with their practices, I'd say. They are for sure the most, consistent with their practice routine. They're very consistent. They meet 3 times a week for practice. They're very consistent with it, which is really good. Consistent practice schedules are very important. There is something about being fluid and having a less structure, but having structure is good for us as humans. We like structure. So really good job for them. And they go on to play. Who do they play this week? They will play Friday. So varsity plays Friday against Doane University. And I believe, if I remember right, this is in Nebraska. Yeah, Nebraska. Doane University in Nebraska. They are a private university. We are a public institution here at East Central University. Doane is a private. Very cool. So that's who varsity plays this Friday. So we'll check in with them on Friday and be here to watch that. They'll start at 7:00. Next is another success story. So the JV team, our Overwatch Junior Varsity team, had their first victory for that team. So huge victory for JV. Super proud of those guys. It's been an interesting season. I'm just gonna say interesting. It's been a bit rocky for a variety of reasons. I can throw out like 5 different reasons as to why. But I feel like we're going in a good direction now. I feel like we're getting more practice in. We have a plan in place. We're starting to talk about, all right, here's our goals. This is what we want to do. Here are the characters we're good at. This is the composition we're going to run. So it's been really fun working with them, and we'll continue to do so until we go forward. But they had a huge victory, their first win. I actually have some gameplay footage of it for you just because it was a lot of fun. Very proud of them, though, because they stuck to the plan. We set out in the beginning, we said, here's our plan. These are the things we want to do. They stuck to the plan. There's 9 of them on that team. That's the other thing that's interesting to think about. There's 9 of them. So making sure to rotate people in and out and make sure everyone has the opportunity to play is also part of the challenge with JV. And everyone got to play. Everybody played at least 2 matches. So everybody contributed to this win, and it was hard fought. It was not easy. It was definitely some difficult plays. the player of the game was definitely our Reaper Reap, Quan. He had some serious plays. Like it was like the whoa my god, like several of those from that one from the JV matches. So huge fun. I just want to show a little piece of this. You're at first you're going to say what, why are we watching this, but it's important because it's part of the plan. Okay. I guess I got to turn desktop
To
audio.
just trick the opponent. Sometimes they'll be like, "Where's he teleporting to?"
Interesting.
You know, pop back up in the same place, but they're already looking around.
Back again at the second point. We lost in overtime. Hopefully we'll take it back though.
That's
Oh my God,
that's
I'm a
why last semester we hated Flashpoint, because you would win the first fight, get pretty high up, and they'd win the second fight.
I'm just pausing here for a second because what just happened was really important. It's called regrouping. And this is something that the JV team, we talked a lot about regrouping, don't run in one at a time. And so even though they lost that team fight, they lost the point, they regrouped. And that was important, right? And you hear Lane talking about this particular game mode. This game mode it was the most hated game mode. It's Flashpoint. It was until they came out with a new one called Clash. And then now Clash is like the most hated game mode. Overwatch, like Blizzard just cannot get it together for like for these game modes. But yeah, really good job of regrouping. That we're going to carry on and just watch through this. I'm going to turn off their commentating, but they did an awesome job on this match, regrouping, coming back together, pushing through, and again, some really great plays. You see them kind of like sneaking around. They're trying to set something up here. They're doing it, so they're starting to do it, and so really proud of those guys. And we will continue to practice and get better and better. I also think of the JV group as they're our bench strength. You know, they're the group that's going to be up and coming to replace all of the varsity players that are currently here. So the more practice and the more, you know, confidence they can get in their game, the better off they're going to be. So it's really fun to watch them. And you see a really good ult here by Mei. So Big Bowler was playing Mei, super good ult there, and then they just mop up the rest because they got everybody. The cool part too is the communication was the other thing that I gave them a lot of kudos on. They were talking the whole time and calling out people like, you know, look this way, look that way. So they did an awesome job with that as well, which is what contributed to this, contributed to the victory. So great job, JV. First win of the season. All right. Who's next? Got JV, they're done. They play Friday. So JV plays again Friday, and who do they play Friday? They play... Nope, wrong one. Oh, they were playing Northern Arizona University. That's who they were playing. Or Northern Arkansas. What was it? Northern Arizona, yeah. Yeah, it's kind of cool. Like most of the schools we play against have a JV team for Overwatch, but there are some that's their only team and they're ranked with us. So it's kind of interesting when I talk people. One of the questions, how are they doing? So number one question, how is esports doing? So I get to like brag and be like, oh yeah, they're undefeated. They're doing really well. But it also is really neat because we're paired against schools all across the country of different sizes and capacity. And some of them, it's their first year competing, right? Like that's a reality. There's a significant proportion of schools that it's their first season ever competing. And so it makes sense as to why they're in the same bracket as our JV team, because they're in the same boat. Our JV team, it's their first time competing. So that's to be expected for them. Okay, that is our national teams and what they're doing right now. Yep, that is our national. Let's go to regional. Regional is, we talked about League of Legends being undefeated. They play Harding this week. The next one is our Super Smash Brothers team, and they are currently 3-2, I believe. And the reason I say I believe is because they have some matches they need to make up, and they just have not done so. So they need to get caught up. 3-1 is what the scoreboard says currently. So we play Southern Nazarene University this Friday at 7, so we'll see how they do. They've been doing pretty well. It's a very interesting format that they're doing for Super Smash Brothers. We also are having a hard time being able to broadcast it because of some constraints that we have. But one of the funny parts, I guess, wasn't really funny, but the opponents of who we played actually streamed the game. And so I'm going to try to see if I can find the situation. I think it was this one right here. No, it's not. It's a little bit sooner. So the opponent got to stream us playing, so it was really good. It was really good to see. Kaysen Stone was our primary player. He played the majority of the games, and so that was yeah. So you see Kaysen here. Kaysen's playing Terry. I guess I can turn on this volume.
He's already got another one ready. But that's fine. That's fine. We're even. Steven, 2-2.
We won this one pretty well, just overall.
Already getting on mid percentage with that combos.
You see Kaysen just dominant performance here with Terry.
It's already dangerous kill for another system. Terry is just. It's not really a touch of death, but it's like.
There we go. So our Terry didn't take a single hit and then got a stock off.
There's still
on
a
that.
chance. I've seen comebacks like this before.
We're talking about a comeback.
But Terry just keeps going with his relentless,
This right here.
aggressive play
Absolutely
style.
savage. I mean, just a total beatdown.
Oh, I was hoping that wasn't gonna spike. Oh, that might cost him. That's
I mean,
unfortunate.
Absolute, just devastating performances. So it's, and this was against the Weevils, the University of Arkansas Monticello. They're in our Great American Conference, and so this was a Great American Conference matchup against them, and we definitely came out and smashed. Let's put it that way. There was another just ridiculous play earlier that I'll call out as well. Same matchup, Terry versus Donkey Kong. We're back on Terry again, same thing. Kaysen, our player, he plays a lot of, I mean, it's so cool. There's nothing you can do about that, but he plays all of the fighting characters. It's like his, I mean, it makes sense. He plays Street Fighter 6, so it makes sense that he would do that.
So far, this is. I didn't even see the first stock coming down at all.
I mean, the commentators aren't even catching what's happening. That's not good.
Donkey Kong with the dash attack in the back air, but now Terry's go meter's up. Already trying to go for it. Looking at the spike with the down with a down B. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but
this was that was
not get the
the first stock
recovery.
we lost. Kaysen
But
was
we'll-
so bad. He just fell.
Terry is still, it's still in Terry's favor because of the percentage of Donkey Kong. It looked like he was going for the kill confirm there, but he couldn't quite get him. Side B taking him down a little bit. Now with the down smash. He was looking for the grab. I think he's trying to do the cargo throw. Oh, but that up air can be really devastating. But so can that super armor. I tried getting the punch in, and Terry gets the other
This
stock.
is the one I'm
But
like,
Michael got a decent amount of damage in before he got taken out. But this is Terry, and he gets the spike with down B.
Like, can you? Like, I'm just gonna
That
replay
was
that again because it's so fast.
Oh, but that
Donkey
up air
Kong, he gets Donkey
really
Kong out
devastating,
here.
But
I mean,
so can that super
crazy.
armor.
So this is him killing Donkey Kong.
I tried getting the punch in.
So there's that
Terry
kill.
gets the other
Donkey
stock.
Kong
Michael
drops.
got
All right.
a
And
decent
watch how
amount of
quickly
damage in before
Kaysen kills
before he got
Donkey
taken
Kong.
out. So this is Terry.
Basically in
and
one
he gets
combo,
the spike with down B.
gets the downward spike. I mean,
That was interesting.
that one was devastating. I mean, absolutely devastating. So super good job. They definitely won that match against the University of Arkansas Monticello. Because we all hated it, I want to show you their mascot. It's called the Weevil. The Weevils. That's their mascot, is the Weevil. Look at this thing. Look at this. Like, what is with the nose? Look at this thing. It's a Weevil, okay? So, like, people are like, I hate orange, I hate the tiger. You know what? We're doing just fine. I will gladly keep our orange and our tiger instead of this thing, whatever this is. I don't even know what the heck that is. But super, super funny. And that's the University of Arkansas Monticello. They are the Bull Weevils. They're very proud of it. There he is. Look at that. Oof. You'd hate to have that. Hate to, yeah, I'm sure they're very proud of it. Worst mascot? Anybody else in the chat? Worst mascot you've seen? Worst mascot. I think that's probably the worst one I've seen, is that one. All right. Well, that was Smash Brothers. Super good. They play again Friday, so they'll be here Friday at 7. We are still working on... we got a capture card. It's just the quality was not good, so I'm actually going to reach out to those guys to see what they did to get their stream working well. Because, yeah, we're still struggling to get Smash to properly record. But as soon as we do, we will start broadcasting that one as well. Because as you can see, our guys are really good and they're doing a really good job. So I want to make sure we can broadcast them as much as possible, and whenever possible. Okay, so let's see. We talked about Overwatch, talked about League of Legends, talked about Smash, Street Fighter 6. So we still have one person. Kason Stone is undefeated in Street Fighter 6. So he's still he's now 4-0, and he actually plays they play tonight. So Street Fighter plays tonight. And Kason said when he looked at his opponent that he plays today is actually in the top. So Kason's basically he's tied for first place with like 7 or 8 people because he's undefeated. And he plays another person who's undefeated as well. So this will be a really tough matchup. We'll see. So he plays against somebody from Sheridan College. And so he's doing well. I want to talk about Cole, which is Goat Milk. Show how he's doing. So he lost his first 2 matches. He lost his first match. And then Cole has gone on to win every other match so far. So he is 3-1 right now. He's played one of our people. And so he plays again tonight against somebody from Stockton University. So we'll check in with them and see how they're doing later today. And who else is playing? Justin he's had a rough time. He has not won yet. He got really close in the last matchup he played against. So I'm really looking forward to seeing him today play, because he definitely, it's like he got it down, but it was a little too late, if that makes sense. And then this is John Kelso. He is also 3-1. No, sorry, he's 2-2. Yeah, he's 2-2. Yeah, so he plays somebody from the University of Northern Carolina at Charlotte. The Niners. So that's Street Fighter plays tonight, and they'll play at 7-ish. We will stream Street Fighter on the second channel. So if you don't know, we do have 2 Twitch channels, ECU Tiger Esports and ECU Tiger Esports 2. And so we will do our best to continue to publish that whenever we're utilizing the second stream. And the only reason we have the second stream is for when we have people playing multiple games. That's the whole purpose of that. And let's see, that was Street Fighter. So Fortnite, the Builds team played last week, and we did stream that. They did okay. They finished 4th, and their best one they finished was 4th. They're scoring points, though. The most important part about them is they're scoring points, and that's really what it's based off of. Theirs is going to be based off of points of whether or not they make it to the playoffs or not. And as long as they continue to score points, they'll be fine. And they scored 158 points, which is, I mean, it's something. There are schools that are not performing very much at all. There's some that are getting 10 points. They play 5 rounds of Fortnite, so you think they drop into 5 different maps, 5 different times. They get points based on where they place, like what position they ended, and then they also get points for eliminations. Why I said they did okay is because they got like 2 or 3 eliminations for the whole evening, and they finished 4th once, but everything else they finished was like 18 plus, place 18 plus. So it was a tough evening. But we play Build. We'll play this Thursday. So we will have Fortnite Builds this Thursday, and they'll be playing at 7 as well. So if, depending on, League takes a priority over Fortnite. So If they are, we'll stream League on the main channel, then Fortnite will be on the secondary one. Whew, I think that gets you caught up to performance and where we're at. What do you think about that? Pyro, you say University of Tulsa's mascot is a hurricane? Wait, what? University of Tulsa is a hurricane? Gus T. A muscular hurricane-themed character. Huh? Is this still a thing? Oh my gosh, it is. I hate to say it looks like an upside down piece of poop, but it looks like the upside down, like a turd emoji if you turn it upside down. Like that looks like the turd emoji. I'm sorry. I can't see it any. What is this rendition? I don't know what I'm looking at. Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay, that's pretty bad. It's pretty rough. It's pretty rough. Man. Well, well, well. Wichita University is a hay thing? Oh my god, it is. What? Woo Shock? Woo Shock. What? This is the official name is Woo Shock. It's listed amongst the strangest college mascots. It's a bundle of wheat. What on earth? That is terrible. That is atrocious. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I mean, it doesn't look so bad in the animated like cartoon style, but man, that's bad. Yeah, that's really bad. Oof. Oh, he has even got little wheats like hanging out of his hair. Oh my goodness. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That is interesting. Okay, well, let's see. So that was game updates on how the teams are doing. Everybody's doing really well. Really, really happy with it. They're doing just fine. I do want to mention this has not been publicly announced yet, but it's coming very quickly. So you're getting the scope on it, the scoop on it first, and that is the summer camp. One of the tasks I put, this is me ranting just for a moment, but I put a lot of expectations on myself, and it's a lot of times to my detriment. But at the same time, like nobody told me to do a summer camp. Nobody said, Cody, you're going to do an esports summer camp. I did. I said that. I said, we're going to run the first esports summer camp. Nobody said, you need to host 2 regional qualifying tournaments every semester. Nobody told me. I did that. I set that as our goal. When I built the job, because this job did not exist, I put in there in my job description very specific things. And one of them I put in there was running a summer camp. So I set that up for myself. So if anybody complains about it, they can come complain to me about it. And I won't complain to anybody about it because it's a really good thing. It's going to be a first for the university. It's going to be a first for our region. It is going to be the first for a lot of things. And it is going to be a summer camp that will run directly related to esports this summer. So today and this week, what I finalized was all of the registration information for it. So if for some reason I have the agenda in here, this is the first time this agenda has been made public because it is something that I am designing and developing. A lot of times people will pay for content, like they'll go buy a package of curriculum for these kinds of things. I'm building this ourselves. So this will be unique to our university and it will be its own thing, but that's because, I'm creating this thing. So it's the first time this agenda has been publicized anywhere. And I was told not to do that until we're ready because it's technically proprietary and it is registered. The registration is now open for it. So people can go online and register for this camp. I'm targeting 32 students. That's my goal, but we'll see how it goes. The next phase of this is now that I have the agenda and I have like the registration and stuff, the next step is now I got to find the money to pay for this because the biggest activity in this camp that I'm the most excited about is on day 1, we have on the agenda this particular item, which is computer components and building. One of the things that when I was touring around, I still do this. I talk to business owners a lot and people in our community who are hiring people. And one of the questions I like to ask them is like, what are you looking for the future employees? Like, what are some things that you're wanting to see your future employees do a lot better than they're doing now? And a very consistent trend that I hear is fear of technology, that there's an inherent fear of technology that exists amongst workers. And this is not like only affecting people over the age of 50, only affecting, it's across the board. There is an inherent fear of technology. And part of it is, and especially with adoption of new technology, and that's what they usually say, it's a fear of technology, especially when adopting new technologies. And so they want people who are more willing to try new things and be flexible and not be afraid of messing with technology. And so I went in my brain, I thought, what was the one thing that made me not afraid of? Because I'll take a computer apart, I will mess with a program, I will do whatever, I'll click on stuff and not worry about it. But I remember the thing that taught me that was building a computer with my dad. That was the thing. When I was 5, I wanted my own computer. And so for Christmas, I was opening up each of the individual components, like all of the pieces. This was in 1996. So the brand new Windows 1995 was on it, you know, like, but I remember we sat there and we built all that computer together with each part. And he went through each of the components, like, here's what this does. This is what this component is. This is what this does. So if this starts breaking, this is what you're going to experience. And he just equipped me with a general warehouse of the computer and how it works. And so I really want to bring that to these campers. So you can imagine that building a gaming computer is quite expensive, especially if, you know, it would be one thing if we took the computers we have and disassembled them and rebuilt them. That would be one thing. But I want it to be a brand new experience for them with brand new components. And the other hidden thing in this is that if we do this right, and if we are able to properly fund this camp, one, all of the students would have all of the components to build a gaming computer, so that there'll be enough for everyone to do the activity. It'll be brand new equipment, so there'll be state-of-the-art stuff, which is what I want them to see. I don't want them to see old equipment. I want them to see what it looks like today in the state-of-the-art esports equipment. The other important part of that, though, is what happens to these computers once they're built. Well, the plan is to have those computers be built by the students and then come up into our competition labs. So that way the computers that we build in the camp become a permanent fixture in our competition lab. And that will be an ongoing process to help, one, teach, but then also the esports program as a whole gets a big thing out of it by getting those computers. So it's a win-win in the end. And the hardest part is getting companies, going to be to get companies to agree to sponsor these computers. And that's part of the strategy, is to, you know, get like Citizens Bank to sponsor a computer. They give us the money, then we build the computer with the students, then we put a plaque on every one of those computers of who sponsored it and what students built it. And so that'll be like an ongoing legacy type thing for the university. But I'm super excited about that activity in particular. But that's the one that drives the majority of the money that's needed, because to like run lunch for the camp is like $500 for each day, right? Like that's not a whole lot of money. $500 to feed 30 people that's reasonable. But each computer will be around $3,000 to get all of the components, to get the processor, RAM, graphics card, all of that. The monitor, you know, everything will be about $3,000. At least that's my target initially for it. So it'll be expensive, but I really think that companies, once they understand what it's doing and what the intention is, they'll buy into that. And then I'll need to find at least six companies to say, yes, we will sponsor and support this idea. And I haven't started fundraising for it yet, but that is a big part of what we will be doing, what I will be doing, finding money for this thing. And then recruiting will start very soon. So recruiting will start. We've already started reaching out to schools. I'm already starting to get schools starting to bring students to campus. We've hosted already 2 high schools that have come just to visit and do a tour. So that's definitely happening. And we're starting to make progress with the recruiting efforts for esports. For sure, we're at 34 students. So rocking and rolling right along where I want it to be. Any questions in chat? Anything y'all want to know more about? Anything you want to talk about today? big events coming up. Just I guess I can talk through some esports related events. If you're on our Discord, if you're not on our Discord, you should definitely be on our Discord. If you are on our Discord, one of the cool features in Discord that I did not know much about was the events function. And I've learned a lot about events since doing this. So you can have events on the server, and I'll just kind of show just for a second. You can have events on your servers, and I need to move my face, but up here at the top, if you look on the server, there's this 6 events here. And so this is a perfect way to keep up with what we're doing, not just the games. Eventually, we'll try to have everything we're doing in any moment here, but this is where we're starting to keep track of the events that are happening related to esports. So, for example, Seminole State College will be here on Thursday. I'll be giving them a tour, talking to them about esports. So if anybody wanted to be here for that and kind of see what that's like, they're welcome to. We have the Coach's Corner in there. I'm starting to also plug in some events that are good opportunities for the esports students to go to and see. So, for example, the cross country is having the championship. So it's kind of neat the way they do that. Whoever wins the championship gets to host next year's championship. So we won, East Central University won the Great American Conference Cross Country Championship last year, which was a huge feat. So that gave us then the opportunity now to host this. So Saturday here in Ada, we're hosting the Great American Conference Cross Country Championships. And so there will be 11 other universities that will be traveling to Ada to be there. So it's a really cool opportunity. And I would definitely recommend anybody who's in town to go to that. It'd be really cool. It's like a once in a potential lifetime opportunity. I think our cross country team is on a good plan, and they'll do well again this year, but it hasn't happened in a very long time that we've hosted or won a cross country championship. So it's a really cool deal. I'm also just curious logistically how the country club is going to manage, having all of that stuff, on there. I don't know. We'll see. We're hosting Oklahoma Esport League. This is a big one that's happening Saturday, November 2nd. We're hosting the largest Oklahoma Esport League for high schools. They have a regional qualifier that they're having here. So they'll have probably close to 40 high school students from around the state who are coming to try to qualify for a spot to compete at the state level. So that'll be fun. Definitely can need some help with that. And we just planned out the first of many tie-ins. My goal is to try to support the other athletics. If we're going to be in athletics, we need to support the other athletes and the other sports that we have on campus. This is an effort to tie that together. And so we're doing dinner and a game. We'll do it for every sport this year. So we'll have one night for every single game. So when basketball season starts, we'll actually have basketball. We'll go eat, and then we'll go to the basketball game. And for just a fun team building activity, but then 2, I want us to be supportive of the other athletic groups and then cheer them on, because I know at some point we'll want them to cheer for us. And if you're supporting other people, they're more likely to come help you. So it's just us plugging in. The other part about that is too, I recall as a student, I didn't really go to the football games. I didn't really go to the basketball games. I don't think I went to any of those sporting events. So it's something that I wish I would have done more of. And so it's me also trying to encourage these students, and most of our esports students are introverts, and they're not going to be at a football game. So it's kind of pulling them out of their comfort zone a little bit. But I just want them to see what that's like and be there for that and experience it, because that's the way esports will be going, is bigger and bigger and bigger. And that's how you get there. Football has the largest population of students on campus as far as athletes go. I want esports to be as big as our football program. I want us to be competing with the amount of students that are in both programs, and they have about 200. So we have a long ways to go, but I know that we can support that size of esport program here as long as we continue to grow in the same trajectory that we're on now. So yeah, there's pizza and football. So Saturday, November 9th, we're going to attend the game here in town, and we'll actually go to pizza and have the game. So if you want to keep up with our events, this is a great way to do it, through Discord. Okay, let me check in with JV. Let me see what they're all doing. See if they're good without me or not. Man, that took almost an hour to get caught up on just the events and like what's been happening and transpiring over the past week. It's a bit wild. It's a bit wild. That's why I think of this as like, it's like I'm way over my head as far as people and volume, but there really isn't any other way. And so it's kind of this weird space of, it's a lot of volume, it's a lot of traffic, but it's got to figure out how to manage it, figure out how to make it work. None questions here, Claudio. No questions. No questions. 0. Just speaking logistically, depending on what happens with JV, if they're going to continue practicing at 2, then I will change this this time slot. I'll move it to a different day or a different time. It may be earlier in the day. I don't know. I still want to keep doing 2 coaches' corners a week, but I don't want it to impact any of the teams. Well, they're not answering me. I guess not. I said, y'all good without me? Just got done with some game day updates. I guess I could join into their chat. Ooh, what if we just like drop in and watch them play? That's what we should do. We should just sneak in. They'd be like, oh crap. A crap coach is here. Quit talking about it. Coach is here. Overwatch 2. Pirate, you still been playing Overwatch? Still been kicking it? My Hero Academia. Let's see who's online. They're in menus. Well, I was hoping to drop in. I'm going to join their voice chat just for a second, so you might... I disabled them being able to talk. Please hold just for a moment. Okay, we're back. They're just about to jump into one, so we'll spectate them a bit. Spectating. Actually, for our next practice, I had this wild idea. I had this idea for some reason to so Gracie, you're here, but to actually rent out one of the library spaces and take the JV team out of here and do VOD reviews in the library. So I might actually do that Thursday or Friday. It would be Friday at 2. How do I do that? Gracie, how do I go in there and... I'm gonna have to give them some rude... How rude? How are you not my friend? That's so rude. This is so rude. I feel hurt. Farah? Oh, I love Farah. Dude, if you want to, yeah, I love Farah. Sorry, I'm in the JV's voice chat at the same time. Driving an oil change? What? What are you oil changing for? No, I was asking how I go about reserving a space in the library. I was going to do take JV practice on Friday to the library to do like a VOD review. I need to go to social. Here we go.
Ill turret action is what you meant to say.
I better see at least 20 turret kills.
At least.
We are in. They,
The turret's gonna do its job.
yeah, I'm muted on Discord. They can't hear me on Discord, but you guys can kind of hear what they are on
Yeah,
If I had
defense.
auto launch like that, turret might too would be the best player on this team right now.
Sigma. Okay. Okay. We talked a bit about last time about some.
Oh, they have a Reinhardt?
Ooh, Reaper's on tank.
killed
That's
him.
interesting.
I think you might have picked the wrong tank.
Nah, he's cool like that. He's like,
Alright.
Just everywhere.
They got a sniper.
I think they have a Junkrat. Thank you. Okay, hold on. Junkrat behind. Let's go. Thank you, buddy.
Nice.
Doing the thing.
Careful, Widow.
More is back here.
Oh my god, it was, yeah, I'm so sorry. Oh my goodness. I am so sorry, that was like the last
I didn't walk into that, to be honest.
Ah,
I tried saving you.
that's
yeah,
fine.
that was way too soon.
You're stuck in a trap.
Yeah.
There's more behind you.
No,
That's probably like significant.
more down.
You sure, Skin?
Oh, I got pinned, I got pinned.
Oh, he focused. He got. I'm about to have ult.
We're in.
I'm about to have
Yeah,
ult.
go
He's
down
in the
another
back.
20%
He's in
maybe.
the back.
Here, have some heals. Oh, okay.
Sweet, okay. That's probably way better. Nice. Thank you, yeah, yeah.
Guys over here.
Well, it's hard to hear
Right.
me. I guess, yeah, because they're conflicting. Huh? Man, we're gonna get this
I'll
down.
pop ult in like 3.
Mora's moving in.
Where's behind?
There we go, okay.
Mora's behind. Junkrat on top.
Oh, I got pinned, I got pinned.
Sweet.
Ryan's one.
Right, so low.
I got Lucio,
Let's go.
Lucio's gonna die.
I'm dead though.
Junkrat down. Watch out.
Widow's like one up top. Yeah, she
Ping.
just jumped there.
What is that?
He needs to ping.
Good job.
Boy.
Is that better, Pirate? I'm guessing. Yeah, thumbs up. Sweet.
Okay, we only used up 2 ults, right?
Yeah.
So next ult, what?
I like that. That's one of the things that they're doing really well now is like their ults. They're checking ults when people have their ults ready, and they're calling that out when it happens.
Junk one.
Mora, watch out.
Oof.
Junk's down.
Wait, Hanzo.
I got pinned.
Well,
I'm dead in here. Yeah, I got dead in there.
Yeah, you can save me, but I had to worry about that.
Sigma. I don't know much about Sigma. He's one of the tanks I know probably the least about.
ah,
That deals so much damage.
Men back there. Men back.
no.
I don't think Sigma's the right choice for
I got tired.
Ryan though.
Hanzo's dead now. Oh.
I didn't know who to shoot
You're on
at.
your own. You're on your own.
You're on your own. Yeah.
I'm on my way.
It's
Not
a
li-
little dude. He's like skating all under me.
He's messing with you. He's playing with you.
I'm with you.
Let's see if they can stop this. That was a good like delay.
I'm
you know?
trapped.
I'm like right where it is. So they wouldn't get past
Stalling. It was really good stalling. Yeah, his
my ult. Trying to see if I can smoke
Right in there.
see that he's calling out. He has his ult like right when he's got it.
Help.
I tried. Oh my god, Hanzo got me.
Nice.
And got Ryan.
Oh, the dead.
Oh
my
dang.
God. Where's Mora? It's just Mora.
Mora.
Got the
Play the game. Play the game.
That's me
Play the game. That's so good.
Oh, and you emoted on him?
That's crazy. That's
Jeez.
mad. Disrespect.
Look at this guy.
That's a good emote.
I had
Yeah.
to construct a little
That's what I'm talking about. Like, that's super
Some
good.
blue
And
shield.
Reaper, so Reaper, he's the guy I was saying that had some absurd plays. It was great.
Oh, I didn't get my shield off.
Oh,
Get down.
He's
I
waiting.
need. Oh, no. They're in the little
yeah, I see
to the
that.
right.
Aura's low. Thank you.
Oh, God.
I'm just out here to run, yep.
I'm on my way.
I still need
Dang, they got so close
too.
too. 10 seconds left.
Yeah, we should retreat.
I'm liking what I see.
Do you want
I'm
to wait?
liking
gold,
what I
or
see.
Do you want to save ults?
I mean, I say, we'll have to use them all.
When I was Pirate, while you were out earlier, I was asking you if you were still playing Overwatch or not.
Here.
Yeah, I'm going.
I'm
Getting
popping
your
over
oil
three,
changed or
2,
whatever.
1.
That guy's up there.
Ah,
Yeah, one.
right.
Ah, pin.
Down.
Oh no! The Hanzo's in the house.
Oof.
Yeah.
Right, house was behind you.
Plus 4 fools are down.
I think they saw my ult and just panicked.
It's twice they've been flanked. They're getting killed on the flank.
Okay, got my ult.
So why are they getting killed on the flank?
Gosh.
Yeah, the Hanzo hits hard.
Oh my god.
Not my ult.
The other thing too, why have we not changed tanks?
Ah! Stop it.
Why are you so
Oh, we
alive,
got
yo?
3 of them. Nice.
Junkrat's one.
Jeez.
Junker down.
Oh, he just solo ulted me. I take it.
It's just Lucio.
I'll take it.
Good job, Dan.
Let's go.
I'll take the solo ult. That's how we're doing it.
Ooh, we barely got the payload.
Too much Skyrim? Ooh, Skyrim's great. Ooh, that's my favorite. That's like so many hours on Skyrim. An absurd amount of time on Skyrim.
So hot.
Alright, I need to stay covered because I am not.
More and soldier ult. Oh, Pharah. Yeah, they were Pharah.
What happened?
Dead.
What happened?
That
He
was
has no
it.
trap.
That was a great stone rock or whatever. I'm not sure what you call that. Boulder. Summons a boulder. Sheesh.
Ah, shoot.
Yeah, for
I just Ryan up here.
Mora down.
He's behind. He's weak. Got him.
Down.
Nice. See, good call outs.
Oh, she's a low.
It's coming
Farah,
It's coming from now.
Ah, yeah.
They got to call out Tire.
tried to take her down with my ult if I couldn't.
Hey, if you
I got
guys,
the tank. I got the tank. I
if you
died.
if you hear that Tire, call it out. Call out Tire
I'm on
next
my
time.
way.
Got to call out Tire. I don't think so. I think
Turn back.
no, this
Good
is not. It's not comp.
Watch out, Mora.
At the pop ult. Oh, never mind. Oh, they took the. Okay, they got point.
Yeah, they got point.
What? When,
Monkey!
when did they get point, bro?
Oh, whenever Junkrat was pushing it.
Oh. It shut us off.
That's okay though. They bled the timer out.
We're good.
I'm pretty sure going
Yeah,
longer after I use my ult, by the way. I'm gonna use my ult.
Okay.
Alright.
You know, Sift, you're often flexing your hours played on
Mora,
games. You know
low.
that? We get it. We get it. You're like an OP.
Popping ult.
Oh, buddy. That was an awesome Sigma shield.
Monkey's low.
Oof.
Let's go. Oh, no,
Gosh.
Farah.
I'm down.
You know, Sigma is. Oof.
Where did Mora go? Oh. I hit her once. Yeah, I was able to hit
Nice.
her once.
That's funny, Alex.
Solid.
I gave her a little slap in the face.
Yeah.
The pop.
Just got time
Right
to
here,
game. And what are you about to do now? About to play some Overwatch.
Here's a monkey.
It's just right up there.
Okay, that's
Oh,
two
I
ult.
cannot absorb that.
Yep, beams go through the shields.
Oh, I'm on fire.
Bear is weak. Bear is
Ready?
weak.
Please.
Dude, I have the whole team in here with me.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's not. Oof.
Yeah, I'm just gonna come.
What's up,
Run, run, run,
BP?
run, 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 run.
In running.
We can have her stand here.
Bear is over there.
Yeah, just
Okay, coming.
My guy's far.
Let's go, Malga action.
Oh, he's in there. He's in there.
Monkey. I'm distracting the monkey. Monkey ult.
God.
Oof.
Lucio is
You are
also
getting
with the
shredded.
monkey.
Corner area. Yeah, I'm straight. I was looking at a little corner area.
Everything here. We just need to touch and beat them one. I'm about to
Uh,
have ult.
They're all
I
dead.
don't know about that.
I
Uh-oh.
just respawn.
We're all, you know.
I don't think I can make it.
Oh man,
No.
dang!
That was so close.
Wow, you hate to see it. Golly, they held that so long and they got torn apart at the end there.
I didn't even notice.
Yeah.
I hate my blood, man.
Golly, that was savage. BP, you finally upgraded to a PC. Finally joined the correct side. It's not even dark and light
Pretty
side,
good.
it's just the right side.
Hello.
Finally joined the correct team. That's funny.
Pretty sure Cody said for two of them in the main lab. For two people in the main lab. I think Cody wants 2 people in the main lab.
Yeah, let me tell them. Yeah, hey, if anybody shows up and there's not another computer in there, then they can come in the main lab. I just didn't want... It got really crowded in here last week with having JV and varsity in the same room playing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's people.
Everyone decided they wanted
Yep.
to play for once.
That's good. No, that's a good thing. We want everybody to play. Y'all did really good. Call out Tire with Junker what's not Junker, whatever that dude with the bombs with the tire. When he shoots his tire, you can hear the engine noise. Call that out. First person that hears it. All I gotta yell is tire, tire, tire. That way people try to look for it and shoot it.
I saw the tire and destroyed it. The first time.
I think it may have been the second one that I saw that didn't get destroyed. I think it killed at least 1 or 2 people. Tire, tire, tire. Ooh.
Yeah, let's say. Oh,
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's a good menu.
Hello.
A good
Everyone's like-
menu.
Oh, Cody.
Oh,
do
there
you
you
want us
gone.
to swap out with someone or just continue and then for the next match we swap? Oh,
They'll swap after the next one. I think I just saw Chance get here, so he'll need a few minutes to. Yep, there he is. Need a few minutes to get set up and everything.
Yvonne just got here.
Bye, Vaughn.
Yeah, I'd go ahead and do one more, and then I'll spectate the next one. Then you can swap out.
Cool.
Reaper, Quan,
yeah.
why didn't you switch tank ever that match? I'm just curious.
You said why didn't I?
You were Sigma the whole time.
Yeah, it was going well. It's actually when I switched to manga, it went downhill. But I wanted to switch to manga sooner. Problem was when I planned on switching to manga, I didn't die until they made it to the very end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What's happening here?
Oh, shoot. What's happening?
Sigma was working the whole time.
Yeah, you were cooking with Sigma.
Yeah, it's like the few times I wanted to switch, I wouldn't die, and then when I did die, I had my ult, so and I was
Yeah.
not gonna waste that because my ults were going
Yeah.
very well.
Back off.
The wrong one. There we go.
Did you want me to switch sooner?
No, I was just curious.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I mentioned it. I just I couldn't die when I did when I did those Sigma. I was gonna I
Not my
had
best
ult
moment.
by then.
Yeah, I know. You and I talked a bit about Ramatra when you go going against a Rhine like that in close quarters to try Ramatra. But it was working. You're right. It was working okay. So that's why I was like, just curious if you had.
I got
I've
lucky.
tried to tell the watch, yeah, it's impossible.
Yeah, I figured.
Let's go, I'm tank.
When you break his shield, you're out of Nemesis form, and he's just gonna press you the whole time.
Yeah.
Who you playing, Ian? No, we
No, I'm
don't.
gonna go Orisa.
No, we don't. No, put her away. Not the horse, but yeah.
Not the horse.
He's talking about stop, bro.
No, the plan.
I've muted
The plan
myself
could be
again.
that I distract the whole entire enemy team.
Those of you that are just
and
joining,
Summer just attacks everyone.
welcome to Coach's Corner. We're actually watching JV Overwatch practice right now. So we can hear their Discord chatter, so you can kind of hear their communication, what they're saying. I mute myself mostly while they're playing, just to kind of, that way we can talk and have some dialogue, but they can't hear what I'm saying, so I'm not distracting. Yeah, so welcome. Welcome. PC is better. Without a shadow of a
Oh my
doubt.
gosh.
What a junk raffle. Always the junks, man.
Oh, what?
Yeah, Junk's on top. Careful.
That hurt.
Some things we've been practicing are things like
Denzel,
calling out what you see,
Oh my lord.
or it's actually the correct order sequence is who you see,
It's like a,
Oh, what is low?
where you see them, and then what they're doing. So that was the
sky
correct.
and there's a
I saw
bump in
Junk
my way.
up top. Junk up
the
top.
Junk
Now
is
what is he
open.
doing? That would be the third
That's
edition.
Yo,
of
yeah,
that.
you're right.
Stop, Junkrat's scary.
Yeah, someone's on it though.
And the widow's, you know, up there. Up over here.
No.
Oof.
Both healers are on objective. Junkrat has the healing orb
Ow.
on him.
Ow. Ow. Ow.
Hello.
We might go Zarya here, if you're okay with that, Ian.
Yeah, I can run back to spawn.
Yeah, I'm gonna run back with you. I'm just gonna switch Reaper.
I'll just hide right
Clip
here.
clop. Clip
Okay.
clop.
No, Zarya. Okay.
It depends on the game. Like there are some games that I play that like I have
I
to
don't
use a
think they know up
controller.
here, but, you know.
There are some. Depends
Oh,
on the
shoot.
depends on
no,
what
I
game it is
can't.
too.
No. That's too late.
They're getting
Fine.
torn up.
Yeah, the Junkrat's just up there.
Mercy's dead.
I'm down. I dropped down to a Widow headshot.
Oof.
Thank you.
She's still up
Careful.
there.
Careful. Good job. I'm taking way too much damage.
Yeah, I'm trying to pump you as much heal like you.
Yeah.
Man, we got
Thanks.
quite the debate going
Yeah,
on in
bro.
chat about PCs.
Hidden down.
What is happening?
Maybe leave it down.
Junk's weak.
Man, yeah, talking about space and everything.
Mercy's right
He's
there.
open up top. He's open up top.
Ooh,
Gotta
good
call-
charge.
Call that tire out. Nobody called it out again.
Their Mercy fell off?
Yeah, I saw her fly. I saw her just float down. Cause she couldn't get anyone
No,
here.
please.
Alright. The second they push, I'm pop over.
What the-
Widow down.
Nice.
Thanks for the charge. Sorry, I ran out of bubbles. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. What?
Honestly, for me, it depends on what it is. If it's something that requires finite movements, it's going to be keyboard and mouse every day of the week. So shooting games
Pop it.
primarily are all on keyboard and mouse. There are some exceptions to this though. So like here's an exception for keyboard and mouse. If you play, there's a game called Helldivers 2.
It was half.
Helldivers 2 with
Yeah,
a
bro.
keyboard and mouse is actually a little. It's more difficult
That's
to
a-
do the what are they called, orbital call downs or whatever. They're easier.
Keyboard
It's easier to do them on a
charge. Oh, I'm
controller than it is on a
Yeah,
keyboard and
Mercy.
mouse. There are some rare exceptions, but for the most part, shooting games, keyboard and mouse.
We got it.
You missed
If it's
Widow.
a first person or not first person, a single player game,
Low.
that's when I see the most like you can get away with a controller, but especially if it's online, a shooting game or something that requires high mobility. Any of the strategy games, so basically all the strategy games, League of Legends,
I muted myself just.
any like I play a lot of like Company Heroes, those
I
types
have-
of strategy
oh,
games.
I'm assisting
Those are all
corner.
keyboard and mouse. There are some that
Okay,
they've
when
tried
they,
to bring in
go
a
Widow down.
controller,
Widow killed herself,
but it's
and
terrible.
down as well.
Drop right there.
Not closing on the door,
Sports
side door,
titles you
side
probably
door,
get
side
away
door.
with
It's on me.
controller more. You know, like Rocket League, and that was good. They actually did a good job of bringing that back. They were really struggling with poke.
Sorry,
Jones
Mercy.
used his ult at the side door, saw me shooting at him, so he just spun it back
Fighting
and
games are
killed
another
me.
good example
I-
of controller, right? You probably want to use a controller. Although
I would have voted you,
Um,
but I couldn't see you through a
mechanical
wall.
keyboards are very
No,
useful
no, you're
for
fine.
fighting games
I
because
didn't-
of how tactile they are and how perfect their
Machine
inputs
killed
can be.
herself, bro.
Hey. Yeah. But
I'm
that
surprised
really
Sombra-
helped a lot that the widow wasn't there.
I'm still surprised Sombra could still count the Widow.
I mean, she does way much more damage now.
Yeah, real-time strategy, any MOBA game, most first-person shooters, yeah, those are all going to be keyboard and mouse. There is
yeah,
something to say about the
sadly.
comfort of a controller. It's a lot easier, I guess,
my balls
when you're
can
sitting.
Hopefully.
You know, if you're sitting in a chair, it's easier to lean back with a controller in your lap than it is. You can't lean back
No,
with a
they wouldn't.
keyboard and
Back
mouse.
to Diva.
And they still have Widow.
Keyboard and mouse, you kind of have to prop yourself up.
Widow's over here. Widow down.
Oh, shoot.
It's a different Widow, I think. Or, I mean... It's,
The healer turned
I don't
down.
know. She has a different skin, so I don't know if they just switched or if it's the same with them.
Ash down.
Diva's almost broke. Diva's broke.
Yep.
Eva, I
So
tagged,
those
team.
box controllers.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah. So yeah. So Sith brings up Dark Souls. That's a great example of a controller game. Although I've seen people play like Dark Souls on like the Mario
Thank
or sorry
you.
the Donkey Kong bongo
Oh,
set
no.
from like the Nintendo 64. I've seen people beat the original Dark Souls on a bongo set.
But she
So
also
you know,
died.
people are weird.
Mercy didn't
You
die.
can kill it. You
No,
can,
uh,
you
Oh,
can
the
die.
Diva.
Diva died.
The box controllers.
I could've
So
saved
those
you, I
are
just
custom made,
Didn't
basically
react
custom made
enough.
fighting stick
Even if you take
cabinets,
damage from that.
and half of our fighting team uses them, half of them don't. But the ones that don't use a controller, particularly an Xbox controller. But yeah, there's definitely the fighting games for sure. I will say, so the one thing that
Alarm went up.
is interesting is skill level wise.
Almost broken.
Unfortunately, if you've played on keyboard and mouse,
Mercy weak.
and then you go back to a controller, you realize the controller is actually limiting, very limiting.
Lari too.
It's limiting a lot of stuff to get a lot of function out of it.
Oh my gosh.
And it's at a point now with the controller, and I think if you guys have played any game recently that's like an RPG, or you'll notice that they're starting to do multi-key combinations because there's so many things that they're wanting to do from an input perspective. I'm just speaking about input, like buttons to press and things happen. From an input perspective, the controller has been very handicapped
Lari's up there. I tried 1v1ing her, but
with how many inputs are available. And so you're starting to see more of this dual multi-button input pressing, and it's a bit much at times.
Ash down. Lari down, and then Widow died.
So I think I was playing Horizon Zero Dawn, and there's one thing that's like you have to press 3 buttons on the controller to do a certain function. When I'm playing on the keyboard, I just bind that function to like L, and now whenever I press L, does that function. But on a controller, I have to press 3 buttons to make the same thing happen.
Some of them arrived. Ooh, that's good. Let's go.
Came
Good
back.
job, guys. Nice work.
Did you just jump off?
My job here was done.
I just see prolonged
Yep.
scream.
But it is not fair. Yeah, I agree. It's not fair to compare, the two.
Yeah.
I was glad I got to see some Sombra play by Big Bowler too. He's been really trying to. That's been one that he's practiced quite a bit. Nice. Yeah, it is unfair. A group in life.
Robberies
Who is this?
Pretty good match. Pretty good match.
Yeah.
It was just rough in the beginning, but yeah.
It took just a little bit of switching.
I don't know who this person. I think this might be my sister-in-law.
I don't know. One of the, I guess,
Yeah, I think that's my sister-in-law.
I don't think you did it right.
Did you
You
fell
didn't
asleep on
summon
the
'em.
computer?
The only reason I say that is because she's married, and I think Toothless is her partner. I'm pretty sure. They try to always pair their names up in funny ways.
These plus this. Oh yeah, 2 would fall asleep.
The
Uh,
I can't play with them.
Was a worry that last match.
Hello.
Her pylon was carrying her. She wouldn't stop healing after every
My
shot.
volume's up.
Yeah, it is.
I don't even know why I joined. I shouldn't have joined their
You
group.
don't hear me?
Oops.
Oh,
No.
they're in
He says he can't play.
I should leave this group. I don't even know why I joined.
Try watching them then. Let's watch them then.
Yeah, let's all watch him.
Let's all watch.
What, were they gonna watch me? What, were you guys gonna watch me?
Oh, we're gonna watch Chance and Yvonne.
Oh, I thought you were gonna. I was like, what? Because somebody on my friends list invited me just a second ago. It was I haven't heard Caden. He's in the chat. Is he there?
Yeah, he's here.
He's here.
I've not heard him at all. What's the deal with that? Oh, I have I have you muted. Wow, I have you muted, Caden. I'm so sorry.
Ivan, do something.
Hey!
No.
This dude's voice is annoying. Turn that off.
No, no.
No,
no,
Ivan,
Skip him on.
It was because of your Fortnite. You remember we were streaming Fortnite?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Was I not clean language?
No. It was just
Oh,
because
because you couldn't. Okay.
you were streaming your screen and like it was duplicating your voice. No, I was saying
Okay,
I was like, I'm glad that I got to see you play some Sombra. That was good to see.
Well, their widow kept on trying to pick on everybody, so
Mhm.
like counter swaps. It ended up working out really well because the widow got to do nothing, and the other person went widow, and they were a better shot than the other person. But I
Mhm.
just stayed May because I was already. It took a long time for me to
Ooh,
die.
doing the thing.
I was interested.
That was
They're-
pretty good,
like
Bob.
you counter swapped them, but then they switched to Ash for some reason. Like, what was
Yeah,
that all
Ash
about?
and Widow.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ash and Widow. It's like,
Hey.
okay.
Look at
Go,
Chance
Ivan,
go.
go,
Oh,
Ivan.
look at Chance go.
What do you mean look at Chance? You look at Bob? I swear, y'all.
Guess we
I
can
mean, he
watch
got the 5 because of Bob. Like, come on now.
Listen, it was good Bob placement.
Oh, don't give me that. You just put Bob on one side of the objective. He takes half of it out. I mean,
Listen,
see, I'll be
Works.
feeling the wrong
It's-
Ash gameplay.
It sounds like you've lost the ball multiple times.
This is
Yes,
one of our
and I've
players.
also lost me to play the games to
Vroom.
Bob multiple times, bro. And everyone's like, "Oh, look at this Ash." It's like, no, look at the Bob, bro.
look at the Bob.
Bob needs some recognition.
It's like when Torb gets to play the game, everyone instantly knows it's his turret. Like when Ashley gets to play the game, it's a 90% chance it's her turret.
I need to get this. I guess I don't have Twitch moderating on my
This Torb's movements
OBS
are so hilarious.
platform,
Come on,
so I
Ivan.
just have to go and.
It's like she try to shoot him and he like jumps.
He's a smurf.
Did you shoot yet?
Chance
Oh,
is
he
like
shut
Martin.
I-
Hurt himself.
Dude, every time I see Chance on Yvonne's like perspective, he's always on fire.
Yeah, he throws his bomb at his feet. It's like if I die, I'm taking you down with me too.
It
Apparently.
was good.
Oh, she powered up the first.
Mercy.
She powered the first person she saw, which ended up
Let's
being
go,
Mercy.
Mercy. Get the gun.
No, she's playing with the staff.
No.
She has super heals.
See, I would have done extra work with that, with the Mercy. Come on now.
Battle Mercy.
Would have really turned into Battle Mercy.
War Mercy. Come on, y'all.
God of War
Battle
Mercy.
Mercy Hills. Yeah,
God-
Battle
God-
Mercy Hills. War Mercy doesn't.
God of War Mercy.
Oh my gosh.
Everyone just kill him.
Goddess of War
Nice.
Mercy. That's the new game.
Hey.
Oh, I would actually play God of War if it was Goddess of War, Mercy.
Ooh, I like Chance playing.
70 for 70
I like
bucks,
Chance
you get to
playing
play as
Ash.
Mercy.
Instead of the gods.
For one,
Spectating us.
So
One
Cody,
dollar.
can you hear
We
me?
had nothing else to do.
Yeah, I can hear you. And yeah, Chance, we're
so-
watching you. You
So
specifically
I'm
now.
pretty I'm pretty sure everybody in the group has heard this joke except for you. What Pokemon would Cassidy have?
I'm pretty sure you have said.
I don't know.
Linoon.
Ha ha ha.
What was that?
Yeah. It's the evolved form of Centret. Linoon.
Or said nyeh, nyeh, nyeh.
It's from,
How's it
it's
look
from
like?
the second gen. It's like a long furret.
Yeah, it's like
Oh.
a gray. It's like light gray and white. I know because he haunts me.
Did you say ferret?
Yeah.
Ferret. Yeah, the Pokemon name is Ferret. It's the little ferret. So.
Oh,
You know.
got you. Okay. Got you.
Symmetra.
God,
Cassidy's yeah.
nice job.
Mercy
Okay.
with the Revive.
You're not.
Stop running.
Chance said, "Nope, I'm not taking that."
Yeah, it's like, yeah, stop running.
Hey, Chance, why are we throwing
What?
a dynamite at your feet?
Oh,
Hey,
I was
y'all
doing
leave-
that because I was going to shoot it and set us both on fire.
Yeah,
Second-
but I swear you were
So-
always on fire that whole game.
I wasn't on fire that whole game.
I
was
mean,
on
from
fire,
E1's
like-
perspective, you were always on fire.
That's crazy. I don't want to be burned. I don't want to be burned. Thank you.
You guys are we're
I
distracting
also
Chance too
don't
much.
want to be
My bad.
The man needs to focus.
Chance lock in.
He's a lot. Yeah, he's a man of pure
Oh, God.
determination.
No, there's a Symmetra. I can't focus when there's a Symmetra because it will kill me. Ah.
Nice.
It's not your fault. Not your fault. I didn't even die though, so it's fine.
Oh, that's
You're running. Oh, it doesn't even make it around that corner.
Oh. Yeah.
The hog is blocking the hills. Get in
Oh,
there.
God.
Oh my, so many turns.
Ah. What?
Good.
No. Okay,
Did you
I'm
not-
panicking.
What happened?
I'm panicking. Shut up. Leave me alone.
This is straight up an war happening.
This map's,
There we go.
This
The
map,
punch. Nice job.
this map's hell with the metro.
You mean every map with Symmetra?
Oh,
That was almost tragic. That was an unfortunate grenade. Roadhog was like, I do not want that. Okay, I'm gonna mute and deafen myself real quick, because I think that's why I'm panicking.
Probably.
It was not worth the touch.
Chance, what's that?
It was not worth the touch.
I can still hear the tire.
Tire. Is that a wrecking ball? No. I thought I heard
No.
a wrecking ball.
it was like the little shoot.
That's you
nothing
meet you.
else.
Oh, the
Yeah.
toy. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, little thing. Yeah.
Oh, let's get Devon. Friends.
Tired today.
He's not.
The little heart. Okay.
Tonight we got League and Street Fighter playing. Back at 7. Actually, I probably should check to see if that match got rescheduled or not.
Yeah, Vaughn. So good.
Bro, did their hog ever heal himself? He's always so low.
I don't think I've seen him heal himself once, actually.
I mean, he's 4K heals, but like every time I see him, he's always like bright yellow, and he's never healing.
Overwatch season's been doing really well. They so varsity is 4-0. They're undefeated. They haven't lost a game. They play Friday, so they've been doing really well. And then JV won their first, so they're 3-1. Or sorry, 1-3. 1 win, 3 losses. So they had their first victory Friday evening. So as you can see, they're practicing, trying to get better, and they're doing a good job. But yeah, both teams are doing well from my perspective, but definitely the varsity's undefeated, so they're doing super good. We'll see. Overwatch will be in the Great American Conference
Instead of Avon,
next
Carry Vaughn.
semester.
Thank God Chance did something because she marked.
Yep.
She marked Diva. and
Pirates right.
Walked faster.
And then next semester they'll play in the Great American Conference, so they'll have 2 matches a week. So we'll see how they stack up against. I know we've played a few of the Great American Conference schools. Southeastern we definitely have lost to a couple times, so that'll probably be our
Are we about to go to
toughest
Battle Mercy
matchup.
Again? No. Okay.
Let me in there, coach. I'll go crazy.
I love the patience.
Oh, we did heal.
No, the SNU captain was talking trash. Nice.
Did then.
Tire. SNU captain was talking trash. Where was this? Was this in the league chat, or was it in? Where was it at? I want to see it.
Tor, move.
I posted that. So in the so we have different levels of in our program, right? Like we have people that are staff, people that are just our captains. So in the captains chat, a lot of times I'll send in like things from the league that are happening that are interesting, and so like if there's a sanction, we haven't talked about that at all this semester, but maybe we'll do that here in a minute. But sanctions are important. A lot of times people ask me about like how does your league handle cheating, and like what are they doing about this? So sanctions are how that works. Is there are sanctions that are done on schools and players for various forms of conduct issues. Most commonly it's what in Urban in the chat is talking about one of the schools talking crap or whatever.
Okay, how did Hog not kill that?
But that's the most common. The most common sanction is that. I'm gonna say one thing to this group before they go on.
No, he got the shot off, and then you moved. I'm talking. How did he not kill him after he got the hook? He hooked, shot, and did like 1 health for it.
Chance.
I do not know. Hi.
Why did you go to Cassidy instead of saying Ash?
Everyone was watching me.
I knew it. I knew it. I was like, what? This is a comfort pick. That's what this is. This is a comfort pick.
We all started watching Yvonne.
Yeah.
Oh, so I could have.
Yeah, you went Cass. We were like, whatever.
Yeah, comfort pick. Total comfort. No, I really like the Ash gameplay I saw was awesome though. So definitely, I want to see you practicing a lot more of that.
All right.
That's a really good counter. It's like when you're being up close with Cassidy, and then you got to kind of step back and be a little farther range. Ash is perfect for that.
Cool.
That's awesome. Great job.
Who do you want in, Coach?
I definitely want Chance and Yvonne in, and so we can swap out. So if Chance is on DPS, then we'll swap out Quan, and then Yvonne and Stephanie can swap out. Or actually, do Yvonne and Alex was on support, so swap those 2 out.
Say what?
Alex and Yvonne swap, while Chance and Quan swap.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
And who do you want tank? Because we were doing, all 3 of us are just queuing as tank and damage, so.
That's perfectly fine. That works.
DMV tank.
If the Overwatch gods say so.
I think I've seen Ian and Quan tank. Caden, I don't think I've seen you tank.
I've not gotten tank yet.
Never mind,
Okay.
Ian. You're not take anymore.
You're voted off the island.
Yeah.
Been vetoed.
I'm gonna go refill my water. Real
Also,
quick.
while you have the time, you should go ahead and do a
Oh.
gold symbol.
What? Oh. Nuh-uh.
Wait a minute, who is this? Chance. Chance. What is this?
Chance
This
is
non-gold
refilling-
symbol.
Chance is refilling the water bottle. I just watched him walk out.
That's yeah. So yeah, I think
Yvonne, you should go change his symbol for him. while
I
he's
think I remember this, Urban, when he was like, "You have
It's
too
like a
many
gold
people,"
Cassidy
because
or
I think they
gold
were being
Ed.
hateful to me too. It was during the placements. Like we're doing placements, and we have 10 people registered for our League of Legends team, which I get is double what you technically need. But we just have a lot of people that are backup, that are just coming in, and we didn't have enough to do a JV team, so we just had a really big varsity team. And I think it was our very first matchup
11760.
in the in like a placement match. The director of that program, or whoever was running that program, was being super hateful about how many people we had on the team, and that it's not fair that they can't properly scout the team because there's too many
Chance.
players. And I'm like,
You should change
Dude,
your thing to a gold thing.
you can just chill out.
Steph's saying gold.
Can chill out.
Well, Steph's saying gold.
You think mine isn't gold?
Yeah, she's in the process of changing it.
Chances has
They're doing icons. That's what.
Wow, y'all just gonna
That's
point at each
uh.
other and say y'all.
That's
are
what it
each
was.
other
They're doing
from the
icons. I don't know if you see their little golden character icons that they're doing here.
It's a self-sustaining system. See.
I love it.
Interesting.
What time does Overwatch Varsity stream? They will be on at 7 o'clock on Friday, 7 p.m. on Friday.
Oh, Ian, you are now.
And who do they play while we're waiting?
No, okay.
Let's see who they play this Friday.
Ooh, me and Yvonne in support.
Schedule Friday the 25th. They play Doane University.
Is there anything you guys want to do?
Widow headshots.
Oh yeah.
You deserve the death penalty.
Yeah, that is, I guess, one nice thing. One benefit that we have right now is it is consistent right now on what day of the week we're playing at least. So there's at least that going on. So Fridays are Overwatch. Friday night. Varsity starts at 7. JV starts at 8. So what I always say is we'll be on this main channel until Varsity. So Varsity will be on the main channel. Once Varsity concludes, then we swap over to JV. So we'll miss a little bit of the JV start, but we'll pick it up right after Varsity's over. Unless your name is Elias and Lane and you forget to turn the stream back on, that can happen too.
Well, that makes you.
Not calling anybody out. Let's go ahead and spectate.
Game audio seems a little quiet. Maybe I'm just dumb.
Good.
Clock.
Good.
It's TikTok. Oh, hold up.
Yeah, I don't call people out.
Almost.
I don't do that ever.
This clock don't make no sense.
Is there somebody else also in here? Oh, okay. They're just saying hi to the person because they saw his name.
Yeah.
Brody.
Oh, I guess I
know
can't
that
see their
guy.
chat.
I know that guy.
Oh, hello, Sombra.
The best
Boom.
on the right.
Wow. Oh my god.
If anybody knows
It
how to
was
make
up.
it so I can see the chat, let me
Thank
know.
you,
I don't know
Ash.
how to see the chat when I'm
And a
spectating.
Torb.
Juno down. Torb down.
And a Ana.
On it down. Good job.
Was that almost a team wipe?
Yeah, there's Sombra still
Streaming.
alive. She's skirting around somewhere.
Ow.
Text
Yeah, there she
chat.
is.
She's around here somewhere.
But should be good to push the bot.
Spectate.
I just realized I was muted this whole time.
Oh.
Sorry, guys. I have been talking.
Aw. Sorry.
I'm pissed.
I was wondering where
behind.
Yvonne's voice was.
Okay. I don't
Ow.
like Sombra.
Tempest on me.
I'm low.
Tempest
I'm
down.
low. I'm low. I'm low. Thank you. Thank you.
I don't know.
No, Torb. He overdrive
Oh,
on me.
sorry.
Good job.
Thank you.
Interesting.
Thanks, Stephanie.
You're welcome.
I'm asleep.
Oh.
Gotta go.
I'm not really sure what,
Doofus is behind, yeah.
why this is doing what
He's
it's
back in the
doing.
lines.
Control
down.
I don't think that's doing anything. I guess I just don't have controls.
There's someone behind us. Thank you.
Summer down.
Nice, nice
Jeez,
one.
they are doing it.
Thanks for the boost.
Ah.
Thorn's over there.
Turn it down. Careful, buddy. Doofus. He's blocking.
Urban, your question, I don't know, but I will get them
He's
made.
low. Good job.
Like, that's up to me sometimes to make that stuff.
Reaper.
So I already
Slow.
have planned, if for some reason we do whatever accolades we get, I will get
I didn't
something
mean to do
made for
that.
those. The Great American Conference Championship is one that the GAC actually agreed that they will provide a trophy to the champion team for each of the sports. So, at least in the GAC, they will provide one for us. Whereas with the NECC, I will probably get something made for us. Although I don't know. We've never done it before. Honestly, it would be the first time we'd ever won anything like that. So you would be setting a precedent.
The core is molten.
That's the plan, right? The plan is to do well this
He's boosted.
season.
Watch out!
We got Moira in our
Reaper's
back.
boosted.
Oh, Reaper.
Okay.
Oh, Moira and Reaper.
Like even we talked about in our Great American Conference how for League of Legends specifically, we will actually potentially earn a spot onto the CLOL, which is Collegiate League of Legends that Riot does.
I'm boost.
Sorry.
Bob is ready.
That's funny.
Rodog's half.
I appreciate
Moira
it,
got
Chad.
me. She sucked the knife out of
No.
me.
I got him to half and everything.
I think I know what you mean. So I'm not in the. I'm just
Alright, let's go
spectating.
to the right, because we're waiting on everybody. to
I'm not
spawn.
in the spectator mode for all the features.
We're almost there.
There's Reaper behind us.
There's a Reaper.
Reaper.
Oh god.
I got you.
I'm low. I'm low. I'm low.
Try.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, wow!
Oof.
Okay.
You guys all died.
Sandwich.
Yep.
And I died as well.
Okay, well now they don't have any ults, I guess. That's good.
Reaper and Hog.
They did bust out a lot of ults there.
Yeah, Amora doesn't have her ult.
Alright,
The other enemy.
I'm getting ready.
Well, Moira doesn't have her ult. Reaper doesn't have her ult. Torbjorn used this not too long ago, and the tank just changed. He might have his tune though.
Oh, okay.
Nice shot.
Ooh, nice.
There's
Reaper.
behind us.
Rear behind us somewhere. Yep.
Oh, I'm about to die. Yep. I had nobody with me. Unfortunate.
Ah. Oh, Reaper.
Yep.
He's sitting on his ult.
Ow.
Chance has had his ult for a while.
We should use Bob there.
He needs to use Bob.
No, I can't do much.
Come on. Okay.
So in situations like this, from a coaching perspective, when you have
Wait for everybody to
somebody
show up.
who is,
Reaper's behind us.
I'm running.
you know, and this is just Chances in particular, he's getting his ult and
Okay,
sitting on the
Reaper down.
charge, and he's not using
We're
his ult.
here. Everyone should be here.
So you have to set up a strategy about when is he supposed to use
Turn
it,
it down.
and just to get them to start using it.
Burn in Bob.
There he goes. He finally got it. Nice. That was a really good location too.
Tank down.
Okay, Bob did something for us. Thank you, Bob.
So the key is when his
Oh, I'm
ult
dead.
is charged, he has to call it out.
Good job.
That's the first behavior
I hear some bad.
to doing
Reaper,
this,
on
right?
top.
You have to think of behaviors that
Well,
help
we got
accomplish the
down,
goal. If he calls out that he has his ult, he's going to be more likely to use it.
Again.
And then on top of that, his teammates will be more
I
likely to
will
call
learn.
him out. So that's step one. When he gets his ult charge, he needs to call it
Alright.
out. Step two will be when you get your ult charge, use it within 30 seconds.
I have my ult.
There should be within 30 seconds an opportunity to use your
There's a
ult.
lady up there.
I'm asleep.
Or,
I'm
or guy.
Oh god.
Shoot. Matches are here.
I'm about to be sleeping with
No! He ulted.
There's
Ooh,
a teleporter
nice.
here.
Die.
fish.
I'm dead.
You said die, and 2 of our teammates died.
Yeah, I don't know, Urban, if that's the way it works. I bet it's going to be very similar to where we go back into the population and we put on our ranks and they, you know, average us all out into different divisions again.
They have a Symmetra, and they shredded me. Yep.
Oh, hello, Reaper.
Surrender portal down. I stopped the bot.
Is that what happened?
Hmm.
No, he was just
No, Vaughn.
You got him. You got him.
Yeah, I am not near you.
No one is. I'm at nanoed.
You're anti.
Not nanoed. Anti. Yeah, that's the word.
God dang it!
Oh, shoot.
I'm on my way.
Just stunned me. The metros over here.
I'm almost there.
I can't do anything. Their entire
Okay.
team went counter on me.
So then why has he not switched?
Try.
I'm thinking the same thing. I'm like, they're countering Orisa really well here, but then why has he not switched? I'm going to say something about it.
No.
There's Bob. Good. So he used Bob.
Bob, make up for my
Baha. There's a Reaper on top, second floor.
Or not. Maybe I'll let him do it.
He's right here.
Yeah, poor Vaughn.
Have I heard much talk about new games students are interested in playing? Let me say this to them first.
Well, their Symmetra carried that game.
Yeah.
Caden Ford,
Yep.
you called out perfectly that they were countering Orisa. Why didn't you switch?
Because I was the counter to the Roadhog, but their damage, they switched on their counters right when I had my ult, and I didn't want to lose my ult.
Oh, I see. I don't know. I feel like Ryan, for some reason, because they were getting so up close to your team, swinging that hammer around.
Yeah, but Ryan also loses to Symmetra.
Everybody was losing to Symmetra that time. Everyone was struggling with that one.
Like Winston would have dealt with it pretty easily, yeah, that Symmetra carried that game.
Yeah.
Easily.
Interesting.
What do you want us to do? Another one? What do you want us to do?
Yeah, same group. And then yeah, Caden, I want to tank one more time.
Okay. Waiting on you again.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Chance, when you get your ult, call it out to your team. Especially with Bob. Like he takes a long time to charge up, but Bob is such a tempo switcher that your team will tell you when to use it more likely than when you'll realize it. They will call for Bob. So when you get it, just say, hey, I've got Bob, and then someone else in your team will probably call it out and tell you when to use it. Does that make sense to everybody else too? Like if you hear him call Bob, then you guys think about like when do you want him to use that? Because he was sitting on it for a while, but it may just be a situation of learning when to use it.
Alright.
I've only really been playing Ashe for a couple of days, so I haven't got that figured out yet.
Yeah. Thankfully, that's a good one where you can kind of lean on your teammates a little bit and let them help with that.
Oh, there's a timer on the scope.
No.
You're good.
Ow.
I'm scared.
Freaking.
Not like cutting edge esports. You know, I'm all. Hang on, I'm still. You know, I'm all cutting edge when it comes to esports. So we will be adding Rocket League. That will definitely be happening. So Rocket League will definitely be added in the spring. So we'll have that. We'll do open trouts for that one. It's going to become a thing too. I think I meet with our athletic director probably after Thanksgiving break, and one of the topics is going to be about specifically about managing the resources and not getting too thin. And what will determine that as far as games go is going to be what are we prioritizing for the Great American Conference, and then what else can we support around that. So yeah, that'll determine a lot of it. So I know for sure Rocket League will be a new. I did a survey that's still out there. It's not had a lot of people fill it out yet. I haven't also pushed it like super heavily.
You know what? We're gonna rock it anyway.
But there is a survey out there about, you know, what games are you interested in? Trying to get it pulled up that way I can take a look at it. Except I had to change my password. So...
All right, they got a Genji and a Widow.
Get the Widow.
Widow dead.
Yes, I can switch back over to.
They also have another monkey.
2 monkeys.
2 monkeys.
He's low.
Monkey is low.
There we go. Spectate back on them.
Oh.
He's dead.
I know there was a lot of talk about, like, there's a few people that asked about sports games. I haven't had any interest since.
Shouldn't have done that.
We've intramurals is like, and so there's a lot of things that like are happening, but they're not having as much traction as what I would have expected. So for example, intramurals at the esport level had 0 people register. I think we definitely could have done a lot better about marketing it. That was my biggest feedback, was we definitely need to market it better. But from an interest perspective, Valorant is one that I've seen a bit of, and Magic the Gathering has cropped up a little bit. Some people put other. What is it? Other.
People leave. Goodness. I don't blame them, but goodness.
Yeah.
Orisa.
So Valorant, a couple people Valorant so far. Oh, whoops.
There's Echo on top.
Open.
All right, Echo's down.
Copy link.
Thank you,
The whole team's
Nice
up
orb.
there.
Gonna fight the orb for a little bit.
So 8. Okay. League starts at 8 tonight, by the way. I did hear that back finally. 8 p.m.
Okay, yeah. Life Weaver just used her pool. Here's Echo.
So I did the survey. I think Pirate, I think you've already taken this one, to be honest. I think you already filled it out.
Go and use it now.
But it's just an open survey about what games you're interested in playing and anything to add. And it's a great one to do. It also just helps me know like what interests people have. Solid Bob. Let's go.
Oh, you lucky.
Oh, how did that dynamite not get any of them? Oh!
Oh yeah, I wanted to watch.
So low.
Got the Sojourn.
Oh my gosh, behind me.
Yeah.
Whoopsies.
They went Zarya behind.
Oh, the Echo was low. Oh, okay.
Zarya's so close to being down, but she bubbled.
I'm on my way.
I should have ran.
Good job. I can buff. I'll be buff. No! She got
What kind of bee?
Oh.
Oh.
Monkey!
It's a good old.
Echo out for transformation.
Nice one, Stephanie.
Thank you.
That was really good.
Res Zarya.
Super good.
They revived the Zarya.
Oh.
Sojourn down.
Good job.
Okay.
Anna.
Oh,
Yeah, good job.
I was gonna
Champs.
shoot the TNT.
There's Echo up here.
Still in there?
Yeah.
Zarya, still low.
Back here.
Ping.
Is she down or is she still in here?
Yeah, she's
Not
dead.
sure. Oh, thank
Still
you.
up here.
Mercy?
Hi, Yvonne.
I
Hello.
want to help.
Hello.
Did you guys already take out?
That's yeah, the pinging. I want to see more pinging.
She ran away.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Oh.
Echo down.
But
Mercy.
the games
switched
we
tanks
play,
again. They're
the
now
games we
Roadhog.
play will change and come and go with the
Still
seasons,
Jordan down.
depending on what's happening and what's popular. So we will adapt and change based on whatever happens. The key is building the infrastructure for it, and oof, that was rough. Building the infrastructure for it, making sure we have everything that we need to be able to perform.
Nano, that guy's like tight panic.
And I'm asleep. Good Bob. Good
I
Bob.
should have yapped about the Bob, but yeah, I did Bob.
He
Mercy's
did,
right
yeah.
there. Get the
2 really good bobs.
She died.
Hog down. Good job, Chance.
Chance MVP, holy Toledo.
I think
20 player
Oh.
kill streak.
I think Chance was the MVP on that one.
22 kills.
MVP.
Dang.
I don't know. I feel like I did good, but I could be wrong.
I did have 2 plays that I'm very proud of.
I also had 1 less death than you did. In fact, I had 0 times the amount of deaths you had.
Oh, me too. Got 0 deaths.
No, that's insane.
It's good stuff. Good round.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. Well, I think I will go ahead and I'm actually going to end the stream, and then I'll be over there and hang out with you guys in just a minute.
Okay.
All right.
Should me and Yvonne like go over there to the other lab?
Yeah. Yeah. Just for like, we'll be over there. We'll chat for just like 2 minutes, and then we'll break up.
Okay, should I stay logged in here?
Yeah. All right. Well, let me, I'm going to end stream with you guys and then go chat with them for a bit. Thank you guys for hanging out. Appreciate it so much. This will be, I'm going to visit with them about Tuesdays, but this might be a regular what Tuesdays will look like for Coach's Corner, do an update on the season, and then hang out with JV and do some practice that way. It's not a horrible format. It works fine. So we may continue to do that if that's all good with you guys. But thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate it so much. We will be back on air around 7 with Street Fighter, and then we'll have League of Legends start at 8 o'clock. So we'll be back online for that. So we hope to see you guys there. Thanks for hanging out, and we will catch you later. Such horrible outros. The outros are the worst. I mean, bye. See you later.